Since we just celebrated the 4th of July, I figured that we kind of talk about what's going on for this holiday in the Disney parks. I have never been over to the Disney parks during the holiday. I don't know why. I've just always been home. Here's just kind of a quick summary of everything that kind of happened between Disney World and Disneyland. So, Disney's Celebrate America fireworks show debuted at the Magic Kingdom and also returned to Disneyland Park for this year's 4th of July celebration, featuring patriotic songs and a narrator to start the show. Dance parties and DJs were scattered throughout the park. At Epcot, classic characters like Mickey Mouse and Goofy dressed up for the holiday, and the Voices of Liberty a cappella group performed patriotic songs in the American Adventure Pavilion. Fort Wilderness held a golf cart parade where participants decorated their carts with patriotic or Disney-themed designs. So there's a lot of things going on in both Disney World. I guess Disneyland, sounds like Disneyland just has some fireworks, but Disney World, there are multiple things that you could have done during the holiday, which is pretty cool. I didn't like this golf cart parade. I did not even know that existed.
Yeah.
But it's like a whole competition. People can decorate their carts. I watched a video and like some people did it relating to Disney themed. Some people did it relating to like the Fort Wilderness theming of the resort. And it was a competition.
Yeah.
And so that was pretty cool. I know that like around Christmas time, I always see the golf carts decorated for the holidays, but I didn't necessarily realize I did it for the 4th of July. So that was fun. Like, I saw a lot of videos, but I don't think I've ever seen the Voices of Liberty a cappella group perform.
What?
I know. I'm
Oh
always.
my God, I love them.
So, but their patriotic songs looked really cool. I think I went to
Yeah.
the American Adventure Pavilion once, and I don't remember what I saw. But I'm not gonna lie, when I'm walking through Epcot, America is kind of the country I'm walking through pretty quick. You know, I just.
Yeah, I mean, I know you and I do. It's funny to me that you don't like American Adventure because you're a history teacher, but I
Yeah,
love the American
it's
Adventure. I
terrible.
do. Now, do I always not often fall asleep? Yes, I do, because you're usually by the time you're hitting America at Epcot, it's mid-afternoon and you're tired and you've been hot all day, and you're like, this is a great little place for a snooze. So I even tell
Yeah,
my aunt, like, when I fall asleep, don't wake me up. Like, let me have this.
yeah,
But no, I love it. But yeah, Voices of Liberty, like, I mean, being a choral director, I've loved following them through the
yeah.
years because I've seen them go through different singers, different directors, different styles of vocals. And like right now, like they are incredible right now. Like they've got a female director, forgive me for not knowing her name. Um, the girl that sings, it's called coloratura. It's like the highest soprano part. She's amazing. Like I went up and spoke to her after I saw her last time and was like, "Oh my God, you're high notes." And she's like, thanks, like it's nothing to her. But oh my God, they are on point. I was watching videos of the performance we're talking about, and they're just killing it. Like it's incredible. You should definitely. I mean, I know you're not like a choral person or whatever, but I think you'd enjoy it.
No, I appreciate, a group that is
Hmm.
talented. So, I know
Yeah,
I need to go watch them. Do they perform like every day? Like how I don't
yeah,
really know everything.
yeah.
Okay.
So typically the American Adventure goes on the hour, but it's at the 30-minute mark. So like 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, whatever.
Mhm.
And if you go into the rotunda about 20 minutes before that, they are outperforming. So they come out and they do short sets all throughout the day.
Got
So
it. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
So
I
you can
will.
like wander around, look at George W.'s paintings, which I'm not gonna lie, not what I expected. They're
Yeah,
so
they're a little different looking.
like I can't paint, so hey, it's better than I could do. But I was just like, oh, not what I thought it was gonna be.
I know. To be honest, I've spent more time at the American. What is it called in Magic Kingdom? Because I've spent more time in the American Adventure over
The Hall of
there.
Presidents?
Hall of Presidents, yes. So
Yeah, yeah.
I always like to go watch that. So the American Adventure in Epcot is, I don't know, I just have always preferred to go if I'm gonna do something like that. I'm doing the one in Magic Kingdom,
Yeah.
but yeah, next time I'll make an effort to make sure I see the a cappella group and go spend some more time over there.
feel like the next time we're in Disney together, we should have a day like, you know how on TV they'll do like a yes day, and it'll be like one day will be like where you have to say yes to everything I want to do. And if I'm like, we're by God going
Yeah,
to the American Adventure, and then I have to do, the same. So like, if you're taking me to Figment, I have to put a smile on my face and I have to go. So I think that would be fun. And like if we each get a yes day, like Grace and Frankie do on their show, it'd be fun.
that would be a great video. I didn't say
Mhm.
no to my friends' plans at Disney, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, so if you were at the Disney parks during the 4th of July, there were a lot of things going on. The Celebrate America fireworks show sounded pretty cool. I've never seen it, but lots of things happening.
Tell me that. I think it's pretty amazing. Like it's one thing to do like stuff for Christmas or, a big festival or holiday, but like the fact that they put the time and money into like a whole different fireworks show, like literally for one night, like that's pretty amazing. I mean, and you would feel pretty special if you're there, I think. So I'm always kind of amazed when they do things like that are like a one-off, because I'm like, wow, that's a lot of expense and research and redesigning of everything on the castle and whatever, just for
Yeah.
one thing. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. It's also not something that I would kind of expect to be happening. And I'm like if I was
Yeah.
there, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm in Disney for the 4th, but I wouldn't necessarily be expecting any extra things, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, but you're right. The
Yeah.
fact that they do that is pretty cool. I also I feel like I've spent the 4th in Mexico a couple times, and even like they're
Hmm.
doing celebrations down there, which is always fun. And I never expect that. So yeah,
Right.
so I guess wherever you're traveling for the 4th, you might find some sort of celebration to participate in.
I always think it's cute when like the foreign resorts do stuff like that's just for us Americans. Like it's cute to me, and I'm always like, oh, I don't care about the food, but they'll do it up big because they've got all of us customers.
I know. Yeah. But it sounded like a good time for the 4th in Disney parks. The
Yeah.
parade looks so cool. I gotta get to one of those one time. I've never seen them. I've only ever watched videos of these, but have you seen any before? At Fort Wilderness?
Like, no, no, I like you. I've only seen clips online and stuff, but like I've never even honestly been to Fort Wilderness. Like you and I always say,
Hmm.
we need to sneak over there and just like check it out. But yeah, I've never seen the cabins in person, even the old ones, the way
Really?
they used to be. I, yeah, I've never been over to the campgrounds or Fort Wilderness at all. Not even to like eat. I've never done hoop-de-doo. I don't really want to, but whatever. Um, yeah.
Oh, I could have swore we've seen the cabins with Love of the Magic at one point.
No, because I've never seen them.
Hmm.
And I don't think
Okay.
you were ever there like when I wasn't. I don't think we were ever there separately.
Yeah, true. Okay, well, we got to get to Fort Wilderness. That's another yes thing we should add to the list.
On the list.
Okay, Eat to the Beat concert series lineup for the Food and Wine Festival in Epcot. So Epcot recently announced some new additions to the concert series lineup for the Food and Wine Festival. I will be honest, I don't really know a ton of them. Like I know some of them. I know the Fray, they're performing in August. I know Mercy Me is performing in September. Foreigners, We the Kings I've heard of. Boys to Men, 98 Degrees, Smash Mouth. So I've heard of some of them, but I thought we would
Yeah.
just kind of talk about our experiences, either about the concert series or about the Food and Wine Festival in general. Whenever I am going to Disney, I feel like I'm always there during the Food and Wine Festival time period because that always seems to match up. I'm kind of going late summer sometimes, and so I'm there
Yeah.
during the Food and Wine Festival. But I feel like as far as the concert series have gone, I have never been one to like plan out, oh, I'm gonna make sure that I go to this concert this night and like go sit and watch the entire thing. If I'm walking by and glance some of it, then that's usually what happens. But I've just never
Yeah.
like that might be different for like locals being able to like plan out, oh, I want to go to this specific concert, I'm gonna go to Epcot this night. If I am there and there's someone I want to see, I've already got a day planned in Magic Kingdom and I can't necessarily move things around or whatever. So I've never really done a full concert during Food and Wine Festival. Have you?
No, same. I mean, I've been there several times during it, but
Yeah.
and I've seen, like I always think it's more for locals too, because you're right. Like a local can just be like, oh, Boys to Men, yeah, let's pop over and have a date night or whatever. Whereas, I don't. Well, I can't speak for everybody, but I've never had anybody say like, oh, I want to build a trip around coming to see so and so. Because I think, are you going to fly across the country to see Boys to Men? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's different. But yeah, I think locals, like, because even some of our locals in the agency that live down there, like, they love it,
Yeah.
but they'll go over with their husband or they'll get tickets. But I was surprised last year because I think it was last year or maybe 2 years ago. I was there with my aunt during one of the Eat to the Beat nights, and we could not believe, like, before the concert started, how long the line was all the
Yeah.
way around the
A lot of
lagoon.
people
Like, it was
go.
insane. Yeah.
So, yeah, they're pretty
I
popular,
don't know.
and I always kind of feel like I'm missing out by like not going, but yeah, it must be a ton of locals because it just
I
has
think
never
it's more
worked out
locals
for
than
me.
anything. Definitely, you're right. Because, I mean, obviously, you're not going to get like the top bands of right now that are like, sure, we want to come perform for a bunch of millennials at Epcot. That's not
Yeah.
happening. So you are getting, bands from the 80s, 90s, which is why, you haven't heard of some of them because they're from like even back further behind, when I was a kid. I mean, I
Mhm.
was a teenager in the 90s, but I know some of the 80s stuff because, I was growing up then and I had a big brother who was in high school in the 80s. So whatever. But yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely geared more to upper aged millennials like myself and beyond. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's fair. Do you have a favorite festival in Epcot that you like to go to?
Oh, Flower and Garden, hands down.
Really?
It's just so pretty.
Okay.
Yeah, well, and now there's just as many food booths at Flower and Garden almost as there are at Food and Wine.
Yeah.
And I love it. And I don't think Epcot, like, Epcot's always pretty. I don't think Epcot ever looks as beautiful as Flower and Garden. Like, they've got all the floating flower things and the lagoons and the
Yeah.
statuaries, and oh my God, I love it there so much during that festival.
You're right. It does look really pretty. I can never go to the arts festival. Like that one looks so cool too, but it's
It
always
does.
during that beginning of the year, like when I'm in school, and so it's just not. I just can't go
Yep.
because of school and things like that. But that festival, I think, would be one of my favorites too. But I can't just ever make it out there during then, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, like, my aunt and I were talking, now that I'm not teaching, we're not constricted to going
Mm.
into summer anymore. And,
Yeah.
we're standing there sweating, and I was like, we don't have to do this anymore. We can go in other seasons or whatever. So
Yeah.
I am excited that maybe each year she and I now can explore a different time period, because we've never been
Yeah.
at the holidays even. Like, I've been there at
Mm.
Halloween, but I've never seen it for Christmas or seen Main Street or gone to a Christmas party. So, we
Oh
would
my
love to start
gosh.
doing some of that stuff.
Yeah, you have to. Do you have
I
your
know.
time frame for your next one you're going with her to?
We do. It's next June, but only
Okay.
because so my aunt has a stepson and his daughter is graduating high school. And she was
Mm.
like, all I want for graduation is to go and do Disney with you and Kristin. So we're taking her, we're staying at the beach club, so we'll have the two queens on the daybed. So yeah,
Fun.
we'll be there like end of June-ish again, just like we were this year. But we were like, okay, we're making a pact. That's our last summer one. And after that, we're going in the cooler months. So
Yeah,
we'll see how
that'll
that
be
goes.
fun. That'll
Yeah.
be an adjustment for you
Yeah.
guys.
I know. And she was like, because we always dress alike and whatever. And I said, like, I don't want
Yeah.
Liv to feel left out. So maybe we'll just coordinate colors or whatever and
Oh,
not
yeah.
like, we don't need to be identical. And then here she is and, something else. So I want her to feel part of it.
That's fun. Okay. Any other thoughts about festivals at Epcot?
No, I think, I don't know. Sometimes I think they let them go a little long, almost to the point where, like, it goes almost 5 or 6 months and they're not special, but they seem to be
Yeah.
pulling back on that a little bit. Like, Flower and Garden seemed a little shorter this year. It was already
Hmm.
done when I was there in June. So I kind of like that because I'm like, make those a special part of the year so it does really feel special when you're there. I like that idea.
Yeah. I also would love them to throw in another festival. I feel like we've had
Me too.
these festivals for so long. It would be fun to see something else. But
Love if they would do, like, I mean, because of World Showcase, like, wouldn't it be super, super cool to just do like a world celebration festival where,
yeah.
you know, the food booths are back out, but maybe also, wouldn't it be cool to have like some kind of really awesome parade where it was like the authentic costumes or culture
Oh
or
yeah.
dance of each nation? Like, I think that would be so, so cool. And maybe that's been done, I don't know, through the years and we just don't know it, but it just seems like a no-brainer. Like, that would be such a cool celebration of culture, I think.
Yeah, you're right. That would be so cool if they did a parade around the whole World Showcase. Oh my gosh.
Wouldn't
We're
that be
throwing
neat?
the idea at Disney right now because we're
That's
claiming
right.
that.
We need to see that. That's right.
Tokyo Disney Resort is launching a new drone show called Magic in the Air this summer, featuring approximately 1,500 drones. The show will include Disney characters from films like Beauty and the Beast and Little Mermaid, as well as themes from the new Fantasy Springs land at Tokyo Disney Sea. This traveling show will be part of various fireworks festivals across Japan, promoting the new Fantasy Springs. Disney's use of drone shows is expanding globally, with similar shows in Hong Kong Disneyland, Disneyland Paris, and Walt Disney World. So I have not seen the drone show in Disney Springs in person. I guess I've seen some videos of it. But I do know that the Disney Springs show has 800 drones, and then this Tokyo Disney one that they just announced has 1,500. And the Disney Springs one
All
looks
right.
amazing, I'm like these
It is.
characters
It's
in the
pretty
sky.
amazing.
So this drone show sounds incredible. This sounds like the new thing that we're going to. Like, I wonder if that's going to be part of the fireworks shows one day that we're watching.
I think that too. Like, how long is it going to be until this is incorporated with the castle or Phantasmic or
Yes.
whatever we're going to do with it? Yeah.
It looks amazing. Like we have talked about multiple times before, the international things are getting these incredible things that
Yes.
hopefully they make it back and to Disney World. But Disney World or Disney Springs, I weren't they like one of the first to have a drone show?
I think Tokyo and doesn't Shanghai have one already going on
I think
before we
so.
did?
Okay, you're probably right.
Yeah.
But
They tend to
yeah.
get the technology stuff first. I don't know why that is, but yeah, I like so I'm waiting. I can't buy, you can only buy your Tokyo Disney tickets a certain amount, and like my day is not open. I need them for September 7th and 8th, and you can't buy those yet. So like coming up this
Oh,
next week I'll be able to buy mine. But I found out, I think it's very complicated. If I want to see Fantasy Springs, I have to have a special kind of ticket, like a premier pass or something that I have to add on. And then I get a certain time, I think, that I can like go to Fantasy Springs and do the
interesting.
stuff there. So I'm gonna research that a little more this weekend and like make sure I know what's going on, because I definitely don't want to get over there and feel like, oh, I didn't buy the right thing and I
Yeah.
can't see the good stuff. Um, but yeah, it's a little complicated, and like you can't buy multi-day tickets online. You can literally just buy one day. So like I have to buy like one day for Tokyo Sea and one day for Disneyland Tokyo, and that's that. So
Interesting. Why is it so different
yeah.
over there?
I don't know. I mean, I
Hmm.
think I think it's still owned by Disney, right? Like some of the parks around the world are not, but I think Disney Tokyo is still Disney. Like
Yeah, I
what,
think
I
so.
don't know. It's all complicated, but anyway,
Right.
yeah, it's completely different, and obviously I'm not doing like a hotel and tickets package. I'm staying at like a hotel just in Tokyo, and they have a shuttle that will take me to the parks. So I understand. So I don't know. It's a big adventure all by myself, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I'm
have
so
my
excited
my
for you.
Google Translate ready to go. So yeah, I know. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm excited. Like I'm not like nervous. The only thing I'm nervous about is like not making the best use of my time because I don't know how everything works. And
mm-hmm.
only having 2 days, like I definitely want to like power pack as much in as I can. And that's what
Right.
I'm like nervous about. Like I don't want to feel like, okay, you had 2 days there and you wasted time. So,
Right.
I'm just gonna do my best to get everything in.
Oh, that's so fun. I wonder if you'll get to see this drone show at all. Like, is that still technically
I
summer?
hope so. Um, I don't know. I mean,
I don't
yeah,
know
I
either.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure the weird thing is I'll be there. Like I can do park open to park close on the 7th when I'm at Tokyo Sea, but on the 8th I can go at park opening, but I have to be back that night for like the opening dinner of what I'm actually in Japan for the fan trip. So,
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to cut that one short. So whatever is the nighttime show in Tokyo Disneyland, I won't see,
Mm.
but hopefully there's maybe something cool to see that first night that I'm there.
I can't wait to
Yeah.
see
I'm
your
very,
experience.
very excited. And I ordered a new, so I came home with a little bit of money left on my gift cards from this past trip. And for the 4th of July sale, Shop Disney was having free shipping. And
Hmm.
so have you ever seen the Small World ears? Um,
I think so, probably. I'll
they
look
have
them
like
up.
Small World characters on the ears themselves, and then they have a pink bow, and they have the little, the little face that goes back and forth on the clock, and like TikTok,
Yes.
they have the face in
Oh,
the middle of the bow.
yes.
So
Cute.
I really like, I saw them on a couple people in the parks, and I'm like, those are just so cute, and they're colorful, and I love Small World. So I ordered those, and I thought those would actually be really cute to wear in the Tokyo park because, Small World, we all look different, but we're the same. I don't know. I
Oh,
thought it
yeah,
would be
yeah.
like cute to wear a cute outfit that's colorful and then put the ears on. So
Yeah,
that's
that
what I
is so
think I'm gonna
cute.
wear over there.
Do they
Hmm.
have Small World over there?
I think they do in Tokyo Disneyland. I know they have pirates. They have a few of the same like kids dark rides that we have, but there's
Oh,
also a
yes.
few different. There's only a few things at Disneyland Tokyo that are going to be different for me, but I think it'll be like Disneyland versus Disney World, where it's like the ride, but it's a different concept of it.
Hmm.
Um, I think they have a haunted mansion, things like that. So, I
Interesting.
don't know, but yeah, it's Tokyo Sea is the one that has like the like Rapunzel's Lantern Festival and
Mm.
the Beauty and the Beast Castle ride. Like that's all the stuff that I'm like dying to do because we don't have any of that remotely here.